data, with some believing that the Duchess has passed her due date.
That's right, yesterday. For more, we're joined by Dr Giselle Baston, Senior Lecturer at Flinders University. Good morning to you. Now, there will be some, including my colleague here, Andrew, wondering why we are even so interested and fascinated to find out about this second royal birth that we're expecting. But it does continue to still hold fascination for a lot of people, not just in the UK, but here in Australia, although perhaps not so much as with the birth of Prince George.
I think people like the idea that there's a new baby coming, and if that new baby is also royal, then it's a special event for many people.
So you're saying that everyone's a part of this, that the royal family is sort of an extended family of our own in a way?
In a way, yes, and it's interesting that especially just after the Anzac celebrations or commemorations of the last few days, I mean, it might suggest that Australians are feeling a bit ambivalent about their relationship perhaps with what was known as the Empire, but it seems that when a baby comes along, we once again become a part of that British family, yes.
Interestingly enough, this isn't just a fascination that, you know, has people reading about it or, you know, checking out the news, but it does actually generate an economic boost as well. I think figures in an amount of £70 million expected off the back of what is this second birth. But for Prince George, it was £247 million that was generated. It's quite extraordinary when you think about those figures.
Extraordinary, it's outrageous. It's really quite silly, isn't it? But people, everything from wondering what the baby will wear and buying the clothes to betting on the name. I think that's where most of the money has, well, those figures would predict the future income of what that child will attract in terms of tourism. But even for this week, the money just in the betting has been extraordinary.
Giselle, any parent will tell you, of course, that it doesn't matter the gender, girl, boy, so long as they're healthy. Does it matter for the British royal family whether it's a boy or a girl? Obviously, their first is a boy, but although those rules have gone out the window now, of course, in terms of succession to the throne.
It's. I think the emphasis used to be very much on the heir and the spare had to also be another boy. But since the changes to the rules of succession, if this is a girl, she will still be fourth in line. So even if they were to have a third child and that were to be a boy, this child, were she a girl, would still stay fourth in line. So they won't be too fussed if it's a girl or a boy. They will well have their personal preference, but in terms of royal lineage, I think people will just be delighted in some ways if it's a girl. Many people wanted George to be a girl because it would have challenged that rule of succession even more. But we have George, and he's so far done his role very well.
Yeah.
For someone so young, that's right. But speculation has been that it is expected that this time we will be seeing a girl. I think, you know, avid viewers out there have been noting, you know, pink appearing on various occasions and what have you, and the punters apparently are betting on a girl.
They are, and very much hoping she'll be called Alice, although I have really no idea where the Alice name came from, because apart from an aunt, the Queen's aunt Alice by marriage, Alice of Gloucester, the name has come out of nowhere, but people are very much wanting a girl because, different clothes, I guess.
And Giselle, obviously this will do wonders for the glossy mags, but as far as the inevitable discussion about the Republic debate in Australia, does it sort of weigh in favour? People sort of put that to a side and think, hang on, I don't mind the Royals after all.
I think, yeah, it possibly does put the Republican fervour on the back burner a bit, although that's certainly there, as we saw when Prime Minister Abbott made Prince Philip, gave him a knighthood. I mean, it's not that far beneath the surface. However, I think the birth of a royal baby goes beyond the Republican or monarchy debate, and people think of it more perhaps in terms of a celebrity birth, because William and Catherine are in that celebrity realm, and so a new baby, I mean, it is a big event, but then Kim Kardashian having a baby was a big event. This is a big event with more ceremony attached.
Dr. Giselle Baston, we will be waiting with bated breath. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.